The other thing that I want to talk about real quick is, we got the audit report back. I'm going to put this out. I'm just going to run through it real quick with you guys, though. There's 2 medium, 2 low, 2 informational, and 1 undetermined. I would honestly argue that they're all kind of low to non issues. We're going to go through them. One of them is, but we don't use it. And so you'll see. So first one, with the rebase, with the rebasing of the SOM contract, there's a only monetary policy tag, but it points to the same address as only staking contract. And so the issue here is oh, you don't need to have both. You could just use one. It's unnecessary to have 2 things pointing to the same one. I agree. It is kind of a dumb implementation that was sort of missed, but nothing bad. Just fix it next time. Same one with this. So this is with the rebase, the way that it works, is someone has to come into staking to trigger the rebase. And so this is basically saying, well, someone could come, pull a sandwich bot move and front run you into staking so that everyone rebases up with less supply, and then you come in after and you miss it. And that's true, but we haven't seen it. I don't see any real incentive to stay on the outside and then just sit there waiting to sandwich someone for the rebase. I don't know why you wouldn't just be in staking anyways. Not too concerned about it. I also don't think that there's much that we can do about it. I'm gonna put the whole report in the chat after this, by the way. So don't think that this is the only chance that you get to see this. But I mean that one as well, not too big a deal, I don't think. This one is just a dumb math thing where divides by 10 decimals and then multiplies by 1. So instead, it could just be divide by 9 decimals here. Again, dumb, doesn't matter. Maybe, an extra gas cost of a cent. Not the end of the world. This one is the fact that the staking contract has a function to, or I think it's SOM has a function to set the staking contract. This was because the intent was to be able to migrate without having people migrate from SOM, right? Because that's annoying. Everyone's gonna have to unstake and then restake somewhere else. It's oh, we could just point to a new staking contract and then they don't have to do that. But the issue is that the staking contract holds the entire non-circulating SOM supply, and we can't transfer that. So if we want to move the staking contract, we do have to do that, unfortunately. Again, not something that is malicious or exploitable or anything. It's just oh, ensure that it's only initialized once because you don't need to do anything with it. This one is just a weird the decimal conversion is a bit weird here. Again, it because we're only dealing with 9 and 18 decimal numbers, it always comes out to the right number. So nothing, that breaks anything. It's just, we could have done it better. It could be more efficient. So we will fix that. This I would say is the biggest one, right? Trust issues are always a big thing. The funny thing though is that this is all a helper function that we put in the Treasury to facilitate reward distribution, but we have since offloaded that to separate contract, and we have not touched this a single time. So never use this contract or never use the function that this is in regards to. I think that they are set, but even though they look on the Treasury contract, it's never been called, and we're gonna migrate it soon enough. It's basically just saying you should set this in once, or not really have the ability, because you could change where it's pointing the LP rewards contract, and then change where that money gets sent to. Never used, so it exists in the Treasury right now, but for no purpose. That's the biggest one though, and I'm happy to talk about it. And then the last one is just that we have this TWAP code in the Olympus token contract that we don't use. So we have it there. I do think that we might go with a different implementation to use a TWAP because we're going to need one soon. We will see, but I mean, it's waiting for us if we want to use it. Yeah, otherwise it doesn't really matter, you know, it's just there. Yeah, but that's about it.